Hey, all right. Okay, let's get into it. Middle class mindset. This episode, we're talking about sticking to your plan, creating your own plan. And so you need to know that this particular pillar right here is the key pillar that helps keep your mind clear. We live in a time now where we're so technologically advanced. I mean, there's just an influx of information everywhere. I mean, not just social media, not just news. I mean, just it is just we are just inundated with information. And listen, that's not a bad thing. Back in the days, you would have to go to the library, and look at the card catalog, the Dewey Decimal System. I mean, it was a work to find information. You had to travel different places. Now we're living in a time where information is constantly there's an influx that is constantly coming to us. Now how has this hindered the middle class? Because middle class, many times, even though times are changing, middle class, most of the time, our mindset has not changed. So we have not adapted to the times that we're living in. So when I started to build middle class mindset, and I started to build these content, this whole kind of platform that I'm doing, I built it on these two pillars, knowing your worth and sticking to your plan, because I wanted to find the right things that middle class people whose mindset is, if you go and get a job, you can get the money to do different things like that. So we exchange time for money type mindset, in many things that we're doing, because that has been a proven system for us. And so living in the time that we're living in, it's like you get all of these information that says, hey, you know what, you don't have to just use your time for money. Hey, you can go and do this type of business, and you can create passive income. You can do this type of business, and you can build a brand for yourself. You can do this, you can do that, you can do and it's like you're just inundated with so much information that for many of us, instead of creating an excitement, creating a vibrancy about us, like, oh man, yes, you mean I don't have to go to the library? I could just go right to my computer and just go and get the information and start getting busy tomorrow. No, it created a stifling thing to us, because we began to feel like uh, we are losing track with the times that we're in. We're not in step with it. It's just we're more fearful now. So this pillar, when I'm talking about sticking to your plan, when we're able to create our own plan, we say, okay, short term, I want to achieve this. Long term, I want to achieve that. And I mean, you arrow some of those things out with your goals and your aspirations that you're moving towards. The reason why those things are so important and they're still useful, they're time tested. You can never get too old to set goals. You can never get too old to create plans and different things like those. Things are time tested. The reason why they are so important in the time that we're living in is because when you know your plan, you know that, hey, I'm here and I want to get to here, and in 6 to 7 months, I want to be here. At the end of the year, I want to be here. If you know your plan, you got your plan clear to you. All right. And we're living in this time where there's so much information just coming to you all the time. You're able to discern, and you're able to siphon and sift out information that you need and information that maybe you don't need at this stage of the process of your plan. But in many cases, in many scenarios, many people don't have plans. So because you don't have plans, you have so many voices talking to you all the time, so many opinions and advice coming to you all the time, that it creates this fear that Maybe I don't need to move. I need to stick to where I am. Even though you're not happy where you are, you want to move on from that. You know that you can. But because you don't have your own viewpoint, everybody else's viewpoint is clouding your sense of judgment. That's why I say sticking to your plan clears your mind. It clears your mind. It makes you the driving force of what you want. It's akin to, say for instance, you had an appetite for something. You can pass many restaurants, many fast food, many things, looking for specifically what you want. Even though there are many choices, you have narrowed it down to this is what I want. This is why this pillar is so important to the middle class, because as we're trying to succeed on this level, thrive on this level, make as much money as we possibly can, support our lifestyle, support our family, cover our overhead, bring down our bills, improve our credit, as we're doing all of this collection of things, trying to get whatever that next level is to you. You got to know what you're looking for before somebody else walks up and say, I know what you need. You got to already know what you need before the person that comes up saying he knows what you need. It's like the information has got to just be an echo to what you yourself has already said. If you have made it up in your mind, made it up in your heart that I'm going to start taking the progressions to completely become financially independent. Let's say if that was a goal for you, then all the information from Dave Ramsey, all the information from the FIRE movement, all the information from different gurus that come in that's talking about financial independence would just be an echo of what you have already established for yourself. So as you are traversing this terrain to financial independence, you take the information that you need, and everything else you're able to push away, you're able to wipe out, which helps you keep your mind, keep your clarity, because you're not inundated with a lot of things that's just unnecessary stuff. And I just want to just be honest, listen, on the internet, on social media, there's a lot of hype. And I'm so happy as a middle class person that I realize that there are bedrock, time-tested things that you can rely on all the time. Now understand, these are dilapidated things now. Understand, they're dilapidated in the sense that just setting a goal is not the catch-all for everything. Just writing your 30, 60, 90-day plan is not the catch-all for everything, because there are so many new innovative ways to go about goals, to go about plans, that just getting a legal notepad and you're writing down your goals, hey, I want a such and such, such, such. If you're not open for whatever learning curve, whatever new skill, whatever new certification that you need in order to achieve that goal, then just writing down your goals is not in step with the times that we're living in. You understand? So it's just writing down the goals. Listen, it's time tested. I think Dave Ramsey is correct. I push back only in the things that when it comes to certain steps in the process of becoming financially free, there's other things that is not covered by Dave Ramsey. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say that. He is going to try to keep you at a place of minimal risk, which is right. That's time-tested strategy. It's just not in step with the times that we're living in. It's more old school. You understand what I'm saying? So middle class mindset teaches you to focus on your plan, because focusing on your plan allows you to hear the things that you need to hear that that's talking about where you want to go versus just hearing a whole lot of stuff that sounds good, but it don't have anything to do with anything. It doesn't matter, if you get up at a certain time, if it don't matter if you get up at a certain time. It's like if I work night shift and I'm working graveyard shift, I'm already up at 3 o'clock. So when somebody says, hey, you need to get up at 3, it's like, dude, I'm already up at 3. I'm up at 11. I'm working through the night. So your information may be key for somebody else, but it's not key for a person like me who works night shift. I am already up. I don't have a problem with 3 a.m. in the morning because I am already up at 3 a.m. in the morning. So if I listen to your situation, listen to your advice as relevant, then it would throw me off on the days that I'm off work. When I'm off work, it's like, what in the world will I get up at 3 a.m. for when I'm already working overnight? I need my night rest. So no, that doesn't, according to where my life is going, that's not relevant for what I need in order for me to be efficient in doing my job and to work in my plan. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll be able to decipher these things. Hey, you'll be able to go to whatever tree and say, hey, I need that fruit, not that fruit in this season. Hey, I need that vegetable, not this vegetable in this season. This is the mindset that I'm trying to cultivate when it comes to the middle class. I mean, I want you to be thorough with it. I want you to be able to approach an opportunity and look at the opportunity and know if it's a good or bad opportunity for you based upon what your plan is. Not based upon, hey, this person says, hey, you can make this grand amount of money in 6 months, man, you're going to be killing it. It's like, wait a minute. So you trying to drive me with your motivation. It's like, no, my plan has to be driven only by my motivation. I have got to be the driving force. And if I jump on your bandwagon, talk about this, okay, now, I'm standing on shaky ground. Your plan keeps your feet firm on the steps that you need to take. Now, if you ran into that opportunity, say according to your plan, it was a great idea. Then we go back to the first one, knowing your worth. Hey, if you got everything in you set up to go in that direction, hey, take off. Give it every single thing that you got, because that may fit you, right? That may fit you. So having your plan brings it and makes it more customized so you'll be able to run your race, but at the same time, you won't step over your lane and interrupt somebody else's process because you're trying to say, hey, according to my plan, this could work for you. It's like, wait a minute, no, ask that person what their plan is. If they don't have one, then give them minimal advice, because a person without a plan, advice is really not gonna help them at all. If they don't know where they're going, then the destination don't even matter. It's like you can tell them the best roads, the shortcuts, all this stuff, but if they don't have a plan, if they don't know the outcome that they want at a certain point in time, advice is useless, right? But we have a lot of that going on. We have a lot of people jumping out of their lane, jumping into your lane, telling you what's best for your life. Now on Middle Class Mindset, hey, my name is Starsky the Berry. Hey, listen, like and subscribe. If you like this kind of content, I already tell you vibing with it because you've been watching all the way up to now. So you digging me. Just go ahead and make it happen. Listen, I'm never gonna step out of my lane into your lane to tell you what you have to do. Now, I'm going to give you some wisdom on telling you best case practices on what to do, and I'm going to try to stay relevant with what you are. But at some point in time, you may outgrow me. At some point in time, you may go beyond me. And I am so cool with that. I like a revolving door of new people coming around. Hey, listen, if you outgrow me, hey, God bless you. I want you, because many middle class people, it's time for you to go up to the next level. It's time for you to take a bigger portion, a bigger risk for a greater reward. It's time. It's time. Only thing that I'm doing is opening up the cage and letting the lion run free. All right. So listen, start working on your plan. Start talking. If you're a husband, start talking to your wife. If you're a wife, start talking to your husband. If you're a kid, start talking to your mom. If you're a daughter, start talking to your dad. Just start talking to people who will help you formalize a plan based upon the desires that you want, so that as information is coming to you, you know how to pick and cipher and sift it and only put in the information you need for whatever step of the process you're in, but never be the type of person where this person is wrong, this person is fake, this person is this. They just may well be. But if you don't have any money on the table, you don't have any skin in the game in terms of somebody that's doing a Ponzi scheme or whatever, hey, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not taking my money, you know what I'm saying? You just got bad information, okay? Bad information, at some point in time, everybody will find out and won't do business with it, but as long as you don't have any money or any valuable things in that area, just take it for what it is, move on, stick to your plan. Right? Simple wisdom. Hey, listen, I hope you got something for that, because that's what's in my heart. That's what I teach, middle class mindset, trying to encourage the people of the working class to go higher to the next level. Hey, you like this episode? Hey, click like, share, join me in the next episodes where we're going to be talking about different middle class issues. I don't know what I'm going to talk about right now, but listen, join me. Check out my other videos that I have, about the speed of the middle class, the real middle class, just different things like that. Why people are ashamed of the middle class. Check out those videos, and it'll help you to get a feel of what this channel is about, because that's all that I'll be teaching. That's my brand. That's my genre. These are the people that I'm trying to reach. My name is Starsky DeBerry, aka Starsky Inspires. Hey, check me out on another episode. Hey, I'll see you. All right.